'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring except one future spouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, with the bride hoping to find something from her registry there. The groom was nestled all snug in their bed, while the bride crunched numbers yet again with dread. The groom still asleep, his bride hiding the glow of her iPad, because she knows that if he catches her on Pinterest at 4 a.m. again, it will end up bad. She opened more RSVP acceptances and dropped them with a clatter, and jumped up to grab her guest list to check off names on her master. And new gifts on the table seemed to give off a glow, reminding the bride she hadn't written thank you notes yet to people she didn't know. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but a Pinterest notification that she must check out something precious and dear. With just a quick teaser that required but a click, she could instantly tell it was something she'd pick. Faster than lightning, she clicked on the link and suddenly knew that she had to have her wedding shoes in pink. And pink for her bridesmaids, Susie, Sonia, and Mandy, and also the flower girls, Elizabeth and Candy. And what about making DIY favors for all? Surely she could work on them while on conference calls. As quickly as the idea hit, she added it to her list. Her notes cryptic in the dark, but she'd get the gist. All of her doing seemed to have woken the groom. So quick like a bunny, she dashed to the bathroom. At least now she could pretend to have been asleep. How did she wake him? She didn't make a peep. She turned off the light and snuck back to bed, only to find she was completely busted. The groom had her iPad and the screen was aglow. She couldn't fake it now because he would know. Instead of dreaming of sugar plums and visiting with guests, she had stayed up all night again surfing Pinterest. He didn't look happy and he wasn't amused. But trying to be supportive, the poor groom was just confused. The wedding isn't for 6 more months. Why don't you sleep? Because I'm planning a wedding. And they don't come cheap. He reached for his bride in hope she'd seen the light, but he was wishing for something that wouldn't happen that night. Instagram was waiting with dozens of new pics, and there was a new DIY YouTube with decorating tips. Should she start with Twitter and check for new tweets, or look at the loverly photos of bride and groom peeps? The groom said not a word and turned away from the light, not wanting to have a Christmas Eve fight. By this time next year, they would be man and wife, and he was hoping by then he would get back his life. All the groom guides said not to get upset or harried, and it made him wonder if the authors had ever been married. He drifted off to sleep, remembering a time before wedding social media had taken over his fiancé's mind. Just before dawn, he heard his bride mumble, "Only one more thing to check. This new link on Tumblr." For all the brides and grooms out there who can relate to this, don't really worry. There's nothing amiss. It's perfectly normal. You'll be married soon. Next time this year, you'll have already been the bride and groom. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everybody at Weddings in VHS. Hope you have a great holiday season.